Okay, well here's going to be your Tuesday and Thursday workouts. These are more of our high intensity cardio workouts. And again, all these workouts take like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, so it shouldn't really require a whole lot of time, but they're really effective. So really try and squeeze these in throughout your tight schedule. Okay, Nick's going to go through it again with the narrating, and I'm going to perform the exercises. And with these on Tuesdays and Thursdays, perform 3 rounds of 30 seconds each exercise. Okay, there's going to be 3 exercises again. Nick's going to narrate the form, and then I'm going to do a sample workout again. Alright, and here we go. Nick will start.
Okay, so our first exercise is going to be a drop squat, and this is a great way to kind of progress a regular squat and add more of a high intensity component to it while still maintaining the ease on like the knee joints and the hip joints. So for this one, you're going to start with a nice tall posture, head and chest nice and tall, feet about shoulder width apart, and you're going to initiate the movement by kind of jumping your feet out slightly, just nice and easy, squatting down, and then jumping right back to that starting position. So we're just out, down, nice and easy, and then back to the starting position. So go from the side. And as you can see on this one, Chris is really emphasizing on keeping the weight on the outsides of the feet and in the heels, really making sure he's pushing those knees out so they're not caving in, and keeping the head and chest nice and tall. And also you can extend your hands out in front of you to help maintain the balance. So once you get that one down, you can kind of get in a good rhythm and move pretty quick on those. Okay, our second exercise is a core exercise, and these are called plank rips. So again, you'll start in the push-up position, and just like in the other core exercises, the wider the feet, the easier it's going to be, and the more you bring them in, the harder it's going to be. And for this one, again, the push-up position, abs tight, hips tight, straight line from your feet all the way to your shoulders. And we're going to start by bringing one hand up and touching it to the hip, and just doing that the other side, and just repeating that, making sure you have good form. Keep the hips nice and stable, shoulders nice and stable, and the only thing that should be moving on this one is your arm, which is touching your hip and then going back to the ground. Just like that. Okay, and our last one is called the mountain climber. We have 2 progressions for this one. So we'll start in the push-up position again. So same thing, abs tight, hips tight, straight line from your feet all the way to your shoulders. And we'll start by walking one leg up and back, and just alternating in that fashion. And for this one, really focus on keeping the hips nice and level. You just want to move at the hip joint, so you don't want to send your hips shooting straight up in the air. Just try to keep a nice flat back like Chris is doing. And a good cue to envision is trying to bring your knee to your elbow, or just like right on the outside of your elbow. Okay, so that's our first progression, and the second one is a little bit harder, and this is a jumping mountain climber. So you're going to start in that stagger stance, and instead of walking, we're just going to jump and switch legs. So a little bit of a jumping movement, a little bit harder, but same thing, knee to the outside of the elbow, back nice and straight, abs tight, and we're just going to continue switching for the whole duration of the interval. Okay, so with that, we're going to run through a sample interval. Just do 1 round of your Tuesday and Thursday workout. So we're going to run through all 3 exercises, and this is going to be 30 seconds of each one. So we'll get the watch set. First exercise is the drop squat. So we'll get set and go. So as you can see, Chris has a nice rhythm going. That's the biggest thing right there. Just make sure you have good rhythm, nice flow, weight in the heels, knees out, head and chest nice and tall. Okay, we're almost there. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Again, on this one, we'll rest for about 10 to 15 seconds. You can take a little more if you need to, but ideally you want to get started nice and quick. Okay, so get started with our next exercise, the plank rips. Okay, we'll get set and go. Alright, as you can see, Chris has his abs nice and tight, hips are staying nice and level, and we're just moving the arms right to the hips. Okay, halfway there. And again, just like in the drop squats, you want to kind of get in a good rhythm, make sure you have good flow. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay, we'll take another 10 to 15 seconds to rest. Again, takes a little more if you need to. And we'll get set up for the mountain climbers. Again, you can choose whichever progression you need to, either the walking or the jumping. And we'll get set and go. Okay, so as you can see, back is nice and flat, hips are low, and we're just driving with the knees to the outside of the elbows. Again, good rhythm, good pace. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay, again, if you need to, take about 10 to 15 seconds rest, and again, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we'll try to go through this about 3 times. So it's a great core and cardio workout. Really try to incorporate all 3 components of the strength, the core, and cardio into this program. So that's your workout for Tuesdays and Thursdays. And Chris, you got anything?
No, we're good.
That's good? All right, that's going to do it.